everyone. I wasn't sure what to call this because I just filmed something else and then I scrapped it because I wasn't happy with it. So I thought I'd talk about the concept of why I no longer date betas. You know, I always say people troll me and then I make content that the trolls will troll me, so it's my own fault. I think sometimes women can use it as an excuse. They just say, oh yeah, I'm intimidating, that's why men don't like me. But sometimes it can also be true. I think there is a bit of truth in it for me. So I hate to use the term level up because it literally just makes me puke. But in essence, I have tried to level up my life. Now I'm doing YouTube and getting more subscribers. I kind of see where my channel can potentially go, and it definitely has got me thinking about whether I'm now intimidating to men. And if there are women out there that feel that they are intimidating men, honestly, start a YouTube channel talking about dating and your experiences, and then you really will intimidate men. It literally just ruins all your options. But I definitely have played around with the concept of this. Definitely for me, when I've been on Tinder, I've played around with taking my university out the bio to see if that's putting men off. I've also played around with taking my job title off. Sometimes I feel that if I put all my accomplishments up on Tinder, it's going to put a load of men off. If people see my university, they see that I have a YouTube channel. What was the other one? They see what I do as a job, which is in the world of finance. It definitely lessens my pool of available men and men that will click on me. It is sad because I want to be proud of my achievements. It's not as if I go around telling everyone. I mean, I know I say it on camera, but that's to just back things up. But I think when it's on your Tinder bio, it can tend to put men off and it can tend to lessen your pool of men available. But I think the way you've got to look at it is that the person that's right for you will not be put off by your accomplishments, and they'll actually like the things that you have achieved. I think we have to get out of this mindset of trying to attract everyone possible. We need to get out of this concept of putting down a blank average profile that will literally attract any man that's out there. I think we really need to drill down, be true to yourselves, and maybe, yes, you will attract fewer people, but you'll be attracting people that are right for you. I was going to call this video, something along the lines of, I used to date beta males. I think that will just attract the wrong kind of people on my channel. But I definitely went through a stage of only dating beta males. It is difficult because obviously people use the term alpha male, but in reality there are very few alpha males. I don't personally know anyone in my life that I consider probably an alpha male. The only alpha male I can probably think of is someone, you know, like Tony Robbins. That to me is probably like an alpha male. The concept doesn't really exist, but I think if you're talking about it in terms of maybe someone that hasn't achieved what you've achieved, it's difficult to say this without sounding like an absolute knob, but maybe people that hadn't gone to university and I have, or people that didn't have a job as good as mine. It's not that I was subconsciously dating these people and thinking you're a beta male. It was more in terms of I live in a small town and these were the options available to me. I think people think on dating apps that they have a huge wide range of people that are available to them, but for the majority of people these aren't realistic options, and it's very difficult for males to kind of sustain a relationship momentum when you're not in the same town, you're miles away. There definitely aren't as many options for people as there seem to be. But I kind of went through a stage, I guess, of dating these beta males thinking, oh, this will do. This is an option. They're not making me completely happy and they're not ticking all my boxes, but it's an option. And women are definitely kind of told that you're being too picky. For me to want someone on my level, society tells me that I am being picky. This is what winds me up, is that society tells me that I cannot have a man my own age. Society tells me that a man my own age will want someone 10 years younger. Society tells me that I have to date 10 years older for a man to find me attractive. I don't want to date an old man. Why should I date an old man just because that's what society says. I want to date someone my age. I want to date someone on the same level as me. I want to date someone that is as ambitious as me. I have tried dating people that are not as ambitious as me, but in the end I just feel a deep sense of unhappiness because I feel that they're not ticking all the boxes, and I feel like I'm compromising, and I don't want to compromise on my love life. And if that means that I will have to be single for a long while, like it has been, then that's how it is. For instance, this is just an example. This week I was chatting to someone. They were older than me. They were like, how old are they? They were 39. And they were 39, and then they said that they lived in a shared house. And I'm like, I've been there, done that. I don't want to date a man that lives in a shared house at 39 fucking years old. I want to date someone that's got their shit together, that knows where they're going, and that ultimately wants to settle. Women don't want to be the breadwinner. Women don't want to be the person picking up the pieces, looking after men. Women want the man to be the provider. This is sometimes what men get a bit shitty about, and say, oh, well, there's so much pressure on me. I have to be the provider. You don't know what it's like. They seem to miss the point that I've been providing for 30 odd years. Okay, not 30 odd years, you know what I mean? I'm coming from a mindset of life is hard. I've had to provide for myself all this time. I want to get married and have my life be easier. Why would I want to make my life harder by marrying someone that isn't on the same kind of economical level as me? I want to make my life easier. And a lot of men have a go at women for this and say that women just want money. It's not that they just want money, it's that they want to know that they're safe. They want to know as far as possible. Obviously nothing's guaranteed, but they want to kind of feel this feeling of safety that the man can provide for them. And this is obviously why women look for different things in a man. This is why women aren't so caught up on looks, because women know and expect men to be the providers. And ultimately, if I think of my own relationships where I've dated people where the guys still lived at home or still lived in a shared house, there was always that sense of resentment. I think I was unconsciously emasculating them because I had my shit together. I had the job, I had the house. The only kind of puzzle piece missing for me was the relationship. But I was dating these men where they had more than just the relationship missing. And I think I've said before how women view success in their life in terms of relationships, and men view success in terms of their finances, their job, etc. You only have to see the expectation. For a man, it's to wear a watch, a Rolex. Women don't have that. For women, it's, do you have a boyfriend? Are you married? And I ultimately just decided that these relationships with beta males were not making me happy because something was missing. And even to be honest, I don't think I'm inherently an ambitious person. My ambition has always come through as a sense of me needing to provide for myself, needing to earn money, not necessarily wanting to, you know, have the materialism of the fancy cars and the clothes. I don't really care what car I have. I drive a Toyota fucking Yaris. And I think, yeah, you probably will intimidate some men, but you're not going to intimidate the man that's right for you. You're not going to intimidate a man that's on your level. Even though the pool is going to be smaller, you're ultimately going to be happier. You're not going to be happier settling. And I think so many people settle. So many people settle because they think it's what is expected of them. I don't want to be the person that settles. I want to marry because that person is the love of my life and I cannot imagine being without them. I don't want to settle because I feel that I have to settle to have children. I'd rather not have any children and marry when I'm 45 to the right person rather than settle for a beta, dare I say it, at say 35 just to have children. And I think that's the choice that I've made now. I've kind of come to the decision that if I don't meet the person that's right for me, then I've come to the decision now that I might not have children. I'd rather be single and trying to create my channel now and try and create a better life for myself, rather than be stuck in a loveless marriage where I am unhappy just for the sake of being a wife and mother. I just ultimately know I'm not going to be happy with a beta, and that's the decision I've made, and that's the call I've made. Whatever will be, will be. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.